Hey, what's up everyone, Starry right here, and welcome back to another Steelers recap. Do you ever just wake up and have that feeling that today is not going to be a good day? Well, I think me and the Steelers had that same feeling yesterday. The Steelers lost by 2 points to the Ravens. The score was 16-14. And a lot of stuff happened in this game, man. A lot of stuff. There's a lot of storylines to be talked about with the Steelers in this game. Before we get into all that though, make sure you like and subscribe so you do not miss out on any more Steelers recaps. Win or loss, we do these recaps, so make sure you subscribe if you're a Steelers fan. So like I said, there's a lot of storylines coming out of this game, but I think the biggest one is that after 2 possessions, Kenny Pickett left this game with a concussion. And this is a pretty big issue and a story because Kenny Pickett did suffer a concussion earlier on this season, and that caused Trubisky to finish one of the games. So depending on the severity of the concussion, Kenny Pickett may be out next week against the Panthers. So yeah, this is super sucky because this is like, it just really sucks because Kenny Pickett is in his rookie year and he's just not getting, the help that he needs. Like the offensive line really just let him get sacked for no reason. Like they didn't cover the man, they didn't block at all. Like he just ran straight to Kenny Pickett and he was able to break the tackle, but it led to him having to leave the pocket, and then that led to him getting the sack, which led to him getting the concussion and leaving the game. So yeah, as of right now, we do not know how severe the concussion is for Kenny Pickett, and the Steelers really needed Kenny Pickett today to win this game, especially to keep our playoff hopes alive. Mitch Trubisky took his place, and on his first possession of the game, Mitch Trubisky did lead a touchdown. However, after that, his next 3 possessions were straight interceptions, and 2 of them came in the red zone. And those 2 red zone interceptions are the biggest reason why we lost this game, in my opinion. Like I said, this was a 2-point game, so if we just had one of those interceptions not be an interception and turn it into a field goal, we win this game. And the 2 interceptions that Trubisky threw were just so forced. He was forcing the ball really hard. Like he was just forcing it and he wasn't reading the defense at all. And I just find it so funny that Steelers fans were so mad at Kenny Pickett that he wasn't throwing touchdowns and we had to settle for field goals. And today we had Mitch Trubisky throw 2 interceptions in the red zone, which could have been 6 points if he didn't force the throws, and it also would have helped us win the game. So I hope all the Steelers fans that were saying Trubisky should start over Kenny Pickett see that Kenny Pickett is the better quarterback. Even as a rookie, he wasn't throwing interceptions. Like he started off very bad, throwing interceptions almost in every game, but he really stopped throwing interceptions, and he started reading defenses, and he wasn't forcing things anymore, and he was taking what he was given, and that led to field goals. But those field goals also led us to win games. We were 3-1 with Kenny Pickett as a starter coming out of the bye. So yeah, I hope Kenny Pickett is good, and hopefully he's able to play next week against the Panthers. If not, he should be able to return against the Raiders Christmas Eve. But yeah, I really think that he would have been the X factor today, and I think we would have won if he was healthy and playing, because whether you like it or not, Kenny Pickett was leading drives that led to us scoring the ball. And yeah, that's all I really gotta say about this situation. I hope he's better though, and hopefully if we gotta go with Mitch Trubisky again, it's gonna be rough. But the Panthers, they're such an iffy team that we may have a shot. But yeah, I guess if you disregard the fact that Trubisky threw 3 interceptions back to back, he did make some throws. There's 3 throws that I have in mind that were really, really good. There's one throw to Deontay Johnson that led to us getting the touchdown. It was a really deep ball, and Deontay Johnson made a play on it. And then there was 2 balls thrown to George Pickens that were really good, and George Pickens really fought for them and got them. And there were also big chunk plays as well. And my hope is that Kenny Pickett can see that he can trust his receivers and throw the deep ball, and that he can trust them to actually make the catches. But yeah, even though Trubisky did make some throws, he still had an awful day. However, the other storyline is that our defense is still awful at stopping the run. Like we were doing better before, a couple games ago we were doing pretty good at stopping the run, but this game the Ravens just ran the ball all over us and we couldn't stop it, even though we knew that they were just going to run the ball. And even when they weren't running the ball, there was just too many mistakes going on. However, even though they're running the ball all over us, we did have a chance to stop them and get the ball back and lead a game-winning drive. However, we didn't do it and they won the game. So yeah, our defense continues to still struggle at stopping the run and just getting stops at all. And the last storyline that came out of this game is that we're basically out of the hunt. We needed some crazy luck to make the playoffs, but it was still possible. Like mathematically it was still possible, but now that we lost to the Ravens, it's looking very, very bad. and just very unlikely that we make the playoffs now. So yeah, that obviously sucks, but I don't think, you know, even if we made the playoffs, we weren't going to go deep or anything. So I don't have that many like hard feelings about missing the playoffs. It just sucks. I'm more mad and upset that we did lose Kenny Pickett, because like I said, he was the X factor for this team, and I just want him to continue to get more reps with this offense and just continue to grow as a quarterback. And you know, him being sidelined for possibly, you know, next week, depending on how bad this concussion is just awful. So yeah, that's, you know, it was a very, very bad day to be a Steelers fan. And one more thing I want to highlight before we end this episode is that Pressley Harvin is a bad punter. Now don't get me wrong, he has his moments and everything, but today he had an awful punt. I think it was like a 15-yard punt, and that led to the Ravens scoring. I think it was a touchdown. And yeah, that's, I mean, just a 15-yard punt, like in such a close game. It was a 2-point game. Like, we did not need this to happen. And yeah, Pressley Harvin, he has his ups and downs. Sometimes he has really great kicks, but then other times he does have really short kicks. So it isn't his fault that we did lose this game. He was a part of the reason. So I think, yeah, something needs to go on. I think we need to move on from him. We could probably find a better punter out there, more, you know, just a consistently good punter. Like I said, he does have potential. He does have some really great punts, but you know, there's just too many punts that are just so, I think especially lately, there's been punts that are just so short that like it just gives the other team just better offensive possession. So yeah, something has to happen. Maybe in the off season we could get someone, or we could draft someone or something. But yeah, the punter position is something that we need to look at. And yeah, I think that's all I really got to say about this loss. It was a pretty bad team loss, but I think if Kenny Pickett was there, if Kenny Pickett played the whole game and just not 2 possessions, I think we win this game very easily. You know, the Ravens were not a good team, you know, but we were just a suckier team. That's really what it came down to. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure you leave a comment and tell me how you feel about this Steelers loss. I hope to see you in the next Steelers recap. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.